Hello Tube You, welcome back to another cheap track day episode. I guess that's what we'll call it, eh?
Cheap.
Another track day episode.
Let's not call it cheap, eh?
Well, you bought French and I've bought twice.
I've bought twice.
Well, yeah, actually. We've sold one.
I have got rid of, I don't know how much I sold, but I got rid of the white one.
Yeah, because somebody now owns that, which isn't to us, so that's good.
Yeah, so I don't feel like I did anyone over. So.
And this one is looking...
And look, seeing as this one tried to kill me at Cadwell, was it? Yeah, Cadwell last week, it's time to put a real cage in and remove the death cage that was in there. So,
but you say that like it's going to be easy putting a cage in.
Well, with what we know, what day is it? Thursday. So this is our fourth night of...
Had you filmed him last night, he would have looked very, very...
I mean, now we've got a camera, you'll see later the joy of... Oh, I've also passed my Renault curse on to... We'll show you what he's done.
In a minute.
In a minute, but I've passed hopefully my Renault curse on. So yeah, it's time to put a real cage in this bad boy. Obviously, I was all clever when I ordered the cage. I was like, get me a real one that goes through the dash. Of course I want a real one. I don't want a real one anymore.
Have you not done this before as well? And
yeah, but it was 20 years ago and I...
Forgot.
I didn't.
At least you're not doing it on your drive in an under a tent.
No, no, I'm not doing it in the dark on the drive. I'm just taking up the whole workshop.
And like taking up the ramp and, you know.
Sorry, Phil. But I'll be out the way at some point.
Do you need to hire a you? Like Phil gets you in to do his, you need to get you.
You need Dan.
Can you imagine?
Dan has just turned up, wheel spinning, sliding in, realised he's...
Oh yeah, we haven't mentioned it. We were in the 4 hours of Loch Ellie next week, so that'll be another video. I guess we should film that.
They just forgot to put the radiator cap on the car and just boiled it everywhere.
We had him coming on the rev limiter.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And the choo-choo train.
Here he comes,
brilliant.
Thomas.
What?
What?
My Italian Steve.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this one pretty straightforward. It's just having a cage. The front wheels are getting reconnected, and we're going to have a go at Alton in a few weeks' time.
So you've basically got to the point where you've stripped everything out of the car.
I'm putting as much as I can back in, because nothing worse than a stripped out car, is it?
No.
As you can see, the headline is there, because there's no way I'm having a car rain on me as I go down the road from condensation.
No.
And talking of no roof lining, I've come up with a master plan.
Let's go around next door. Now let's show everyone what Chunk did.
Oh, wow.
So Clios, great cars.
They are brilliant cars.
Did I sit in them?
Yeah. Jay gets near your Clio and
I wasn't driving, I may add.
You were sitting there.
Yeah, you were in the car.
that's weird. It's one of those bad boy bonnet lifters, right?
And
oh
dear.
Ah, right.
Don't rely on hot things for your bonnet and just them.
You don't look very happy, mate.
They lasted, 5 seasons on a race car, and then,
that's about
but
4 miles.
Yeah, but 10 minutes in Tysley.
6 days in the state finishes it off.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd love to show you underneath, but
it is clipped down.
But I will add, it's quite fast.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely fast, not just I'm saying fast.
It has got a very posh engine.
It has, yeah. Right, next door.
Still Renault, so.
It's a good one, mate.
race car.
So, decided to get rid of the Mini. Quite liked it, good fun. But just, I don't know, had a few little niggles and spent a lot of time and money on it. And I think we fixed it all in the end. The crank pulley went at Blighton, which was a bit of a pain in the arse. And just a few little things. And my friend's girlfriend had this and ran out of oil and rattled the crank. So, seemed like the perfect idea to have a new track car.
And you do love the build.
Yeah.
Not scared of an engine swap either.
Well,
a project.
Yeah, not scared of a project as...
It started off, it's like, well, it's only an engine swap. But then I'm going to put a 2.5 in it, because you can put the 2.5 Ford Fusion engine in, which I've done before. Relatively straightforward. So we've got, how long we've got? 3 weeks?
I don't know. We've
So
got next week Scotland and then probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I've got to put engine swap, new ECU, new loom, coilovers, brakes, roll cage, throttle bodies. So
quick rebuild.
Yeah, just
between doing the Pajero and work.
Yeah, just a couple of later nights. Not late ones, but just slightly later than normal.
So we've got HSDs to go on it, RX8 anti-roll bars, because they're cheap and it's supposed to work. It's basically an RX-8 underneath anyway. There is
like the Rover is basically what is it? DC2.
Yeah. So as you can see, nothing's in there now.
Plenty of space.
Well, you say plenty of space. It's not a fat lot of room.
Not too bad. If you follow me, so basically we're just pulling. We took the dash out. Obviously, put a cage in, but with no roof makes it way easier. I'm not doing Jay's miserable life.
You should just chop the roof off yours.
Yeah.
We'll see what it looks like by the end of tonight. Eh?
My mate Webby's going to come in and we're going to put the feet in. We're going to come in and we're going to put a cage in it basically. I've got the seats ready to go in. So I've got some nice seats to put in it now. Got harnesses, and over here, excuse the mess, it's all a bit going on at the moment.
An active garage, you might say.
Yeah. That's the 2 litre engine that was in it, which is now just scrap. Rattled a conrod really bad. I mean, it sounded horrific. But the problem is when you do this is the 2.5 engine, which effectively is very, very similar, but the ports are much bigger, and you can put the 2 litre inlet manifold onto it, but they only just seal, and it's a bit like it works, but it's not really right.
It's a bit bodgy almost.
Yeah,
to the point where
I've done it, and it works all right. You know, they only make like 200 horse. It's not. I'm not after massive power.
Yeah.
But I have opted for some throttle bodies purely because it fixes the job properly.
Yeah.
So we've dealt quite a bit with Mike at Genv before. He's sorted me out with they do a direct-to-head throttle body adapter, throttle bodies kit. I've also got to get it to a dyno and get it mapped and everything. So we are really struggling on time, but hopefully
everything is possible though.
Yeah, but you know it's not a Renault, so it's all good.
So, yeah, it will explode. Having fun, mate?
Alright.
Yeah. Now we've had the story from Craig about his one. He seems to be doing a lot less of this.
He made Carlos do it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just pure misery, as ever.
So, you've kind of worked out the area it's going into.
Yeah, we marked it out last... Let me take these off, because I'm probably shouting. Probably need to shout without a microphone, but... yeah, we had it in last night, marked out where the feet go, basically. I got to the point where I'd made the back feet fit the strut tops reasonably nicely, and started wire brushing off the tops. Probably won't be clean enough to Craig to weld because nothing ever is. Whatever. Yeah, I've got a finished wire wheel in the floor there. Do the same on the front. We'll just slot it back in.
Yeah, it'll just easily go back in.
And then yeah, tack the feet on, and we're. I think we'll call it there tonight because.
It's a bit
late enough.
It's a bit of an enthusiasm sponge doing a cage, isn't it? Like, as soon as I put my hands on it yesterday just to help you kind of move it in, I thought this is a horrible job.
It is the worst, and I've still got to cut the dash and do all that. But whatever, the cars are mobilised at the moment because the front hubs aren't here, so it seems like a good time to do it. So getting it done.
Cool.
Party time. Here are a few days later. Yeah, this required quite a lot more work than I ever hoped, but the cage is now wedged in the car, never coming out again. Just needs the feet welding on, so I'll get Craig round a little bit later to deal with that. In other news, we'll go back over this way, and we have some modifications to do on James's blue Clio. He'll be over in a minute to explain what we're going to be doing to this. Well, welcome to the workshop.
Welcome to the workshop. Hello, internet.
We're about to take the thing apart.
Going to pull the gearbox and put a diff in.
I'm very jealous, to be fair.
Well, I'm interested to see how much difference it makes. I've never driven a car kind of before and after, like front wheel drive. Obviously, we've got loads of experience with rear wheel drive stuff. How much difference a diff makes? A huge difference.
I remember the old Cusco videos like years ago, and they were showing the difference between a rear diff. On four-wheel drives, this was Evos or Subarus. They were showing the difference between a rear diff, a centre diff, and a front diff, and the combination of all three. And I mean, it looked to be in their sales video a massive difference. So,
well, yeah, from driving around Cadwell Park, like driving with Al,
Watching Al drive away.
Watching Al in his Integra. And there was a huge difference between the amount, like how he was able to put the power down real early in the corner and just drive through it. Whereas I found with this, it was brilliant fun. But if you put the power on even, slightly too early coming out of the corners, it would just kind of understeer and wash out and push you to the outside of the corner. And from reading up, like that's the thing the diff helps with the most. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how much of a difference that makes.
I just wish it was as simple as a rear wheel drive where you just pop the diff out.
Yeah, sadly not.
Sadly not.
Sadly not. We've looked at some options, and it seems that similar to the rear wheel drive stuff, like the best option if you can is a proper plate diff. So we looked at some options there, and it turns out that Dave Mack props, who we've been using for ages, just local in Coventry, are also the guys behind Gripper diffs. Made in England, lifetime warranty, decent plate diff with good support from them. So yeah, we're going to put one on this, see how much difference it makes, and probably look at getting them in the shop as well, because it looks like a great option.
I guarantee you, not the next track day because I'm in enough pain for this one, but maybe the one after that, I'll have spent many thousands of pounds on putting one in mine after you all drive away.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I figure we can spend a bit of money on this. Obviously, I've gone from the E92 BMW to this, and this is literally like 20% of the cost of the.
And running costs are way down as well, aren't they? These
yeah.
are quite cheap to run on a track day, no problems.
Yeah, so the plan for this is fit the Gripper diff, put some decent tyres on because these are pretty much finished.
Yeah, they're AD08s, original AD08s, the good ones. Oh,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't replace those, so.
No, I think we're going to go for some Nankang AR1s.
They work well on the E30, they work well on mine, so
Yeah.
we'll go with those.
Also available in the shop.
Also helps.
Yeah, and then we're back out at
Alton in
Park,
2 weeks.
I think next, a couple of weeks. So
yeah, hopefully. Well, our gearbox man reckons he can turn it around in a day, doesn't he? So
that's the theory.
That's the theory. Hopefully we'll have this gearbox out and to him today with the diff, and we'll be putting it back together on Thursday. It'd be nice, but maybe next week. But
easy as that.
Easiest.
That's the theory. Let's
it won't be. I've played the suspension on these before,
goes.
but yeah, I'll just simply now just whip the gearbox out. Well, I thought I'd nip back round while James's Renault cools down and show you what Craig's been up to over the past. Well, it's been a few days, hasn't it? We've been fighting.
Yeah, we've decided to just rebuild a car. So we have this 2.5 litre MZR engine out of a Ford Fusion.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. We showed it on the stand, didn't we, last week? So it's now in the hole. It
basically just bolts in, which it sort of does. There's a few things that are a bit weird on it, but it does fit in effectively. All power steering, I'll say everything bolts back on, engine mounts fit, bolts the gearbox, it effectively bolts in. I've gone for throttle bodies from Gen V, which aren't here yet. Not quite sure how they're going to fix. It looks very tight. You can see the engine's like well back on these as standard. Emerald have done me an ECU and a loom, so that's on its way. So we can basically run this off the Emerald, keep all the dash running, can have mappable traction control and do everything we want there really.
You've
so
also,
that's good.
in the meantime, I don't know how much we showed of this last time, how many in pieces it was in, but
yeah,
finished your seat brackets, haven't you?
Yeah, because the thing is with the roof, we're taking the soft top off and going to put like a fiberglass lid on. But with the caging, I mean, my lad's like nearly 6'4" now, so he's tall.
A giant.
Yeah. So what we've done, we've basically cut the seat mounts out to the floor because they sat up about 40 mil. Made some laser cut plates and actually welded them physically to the floor, so the seats physically as low as it can go onto the floor. And I think we're okay now because we're sat properly down.
So this now is ready for roll caging then, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, got a mate, Webby's coming in to do the roll cage from Crooks Works, so we can build it literally bespoke and get it millimetre perfect to where we want it. We have, I bought these for the Pajero, but I don't think they fit under the wheels, so they're going to go onto this instead. They're the same we had on the Mini. If you look on the front, the big disc is already on.
Craig loves a big brake kit.
Wow. How did you get on your brakes at Blighton, Jake?
That wasn't big brake. That was just bad fluid and no cooling.
How were my brakes? Perfect.
That was your engine. Not perfect.
Yeah, okay, enough of that. But at least the brakes will work.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to do the brakes. I mean, a lot of people think you don't need to, just put, you know,
fluid
pads in, but you know, I've got
whatever.
them, so
You love a big brake
They're
kit.
going on.
Right, we're running out of cards, so
Oh, coilovers next.
coilovers, and I'll be back to film when Webby's here, I guess, and all your
do
throttle
some
bodies turn up, and we'll show the world. Right, back to gearbox.
Awesome.
Thanks for your help.
No worries.
Blooming front wheel drive business.
Give me a shout when I do that.
I will. Night mode, really? Day mode, right. Morning everyone. Back on the old Clio this morning. Right, so yeah, we are. I'm about to make you pull faces because of the room we've got and the fact that we've got to use our welder.
My first welder.
But our second welder actually. But you know, I haven't got the option to bring this round to yours yet because well, got no hubs. So
You got no car.
I haven't got anything at the moment, have I?
It looks very much like mine at the moment, doesn't it?
It's only 2 weeks to Alton as well, and let's face it, we're not doing this in the daytime. So yeah, let's get on with just welding these in.
Why do we do this?
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
This bit is not fun. Anyway, yeah,
I'm sure it'll just all come together and we'll just have loads of fun days with no problems.
I'm not convinced with that on the back.
Well, I'm Mazda now, so it's alright.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's weld these in then. Let's not set fire to the building or the car and
How does the...
turn it up to, that's on, I've just turned that on. Okay. Turn that up to 6 and let
up
rip.
to max?
No, the one from max is how I had it to tack it.
Well.
Yeah. One more. That's how I tacked it. But you know, you the welder. Oh! Roll cages are the worst. Oh, hang on.
Trying to get
Small fire. No fire. No fire, we're alright. Looks alright, that. Back to fire watch. You're carrying it in for the last bit.
Yeah, this is the... Why are you holding the camera when I'm doing this?
I don't know, I would say it's what we pay for, but we don't pay.
Not for this.
No.
This is just for the fun of it, isn't it, Jay?
I don't know how much fun this is, to be honest. I wouldn't call this fun in any way.
I'll tell you in 2 minutes. Oh, I'm going to get burnt here.
Oh, thanks for that.
Look, I'm young and agile still.
If we never have to do that again, it won't be too soon.
I've got Webby in doing mine, so...
Yeah, you...
Mine's got no roof on mine, so it's easy. Well, easier.
We say easy, let's wait and see what happens next week. Right, I've just got a lot of tidying, bit of painting and a lot of reassembly left.
Renault Electrics, what could possibly go wrong? Didn't Dan help you pull some of these plugs apart?
No, Dan snapped some stuff off.
Right, same thing.
So I'll have to cable tie that, I guess. But yeah, let's get it back together.
I'll get back to my
Yeah,
bit.
thank you. I'll come round and see you in a bit. Back working on a bit of James's car this morning. It's been 2 days now since we took the gearbox out of that thing, and as you can see, it's still on the floor. Turns out the diff didn't make it yesterday or the day before. Apparently the courier had the wrong postcode, but hopefully we're going to see that today and I can get that thing to the gearbox man. Otherwise we've decided to put a new clutch in it because, you know, now we're at this point, it seems silly not to for an extra, I think it was 50, 60 quid, something like that. And I'm just finishing up fitting his new set of AR1s. I think I heard Taylor just drive past, so we'll go and see how he's got on with the MX5 last night, because it was all looking pretty promising when we went home. Look at that racing car. Basically a Porsche now. Loch Ellie, here we come. Oh, it's Luke. And Craig. You alright? Smile. Look happy. I know you got RX-7 life, but just look happy for a bit.
I take offence.
Alright.
Yeah.
How did it go last night?
Good. Quite a late night, but
step round this.
So.
Well, I left you about 8 and you didn't look like you were anywhere near ready to go home.
I thought I'd just slip the exhaust in and alternate them off, all the studs out the exhaust, the manifold, but it's on. It's just the engine's far back, it's just really awkward to get into stuff.
But you have got shiny Jumbies now.
Yeah, with I think I ordered wrong trumpets. I think they're a bit long.
Does it fit that back one?
No.
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 Perfect.
So, I mean, the idea was to make a plenum for it, you know, with a nice cold air induct and all that.
But you know, 2 weeks to alter.
Time,
So,
just,
yeah.
I think I'm going to end up with a filter on it for now, and hopefully a plenum, but it affects the mapping a bit, so I don't know.
Are you planning on getting the proper map before we go to Alton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously I use Emerald. It's got one all up for an Emerald ECU. I've got all the, because they do all the CAN data for the dash, so all the dash and everything still works, because we've done these before, but with a standard intake. So I've got a base map. All the original throttle should run the drive-by-wire motor, so we can sort of make it all work.
Oh yeah, that was your project yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
making the motor
there's
fit.
a little Genvi motor under there. I really like drive-by-wire because, you know, hot start, cold start's better. There's lots and lots of advantages.
Cruise control.
Yeah. So we've got everything sort of pre-done, ready. Fuel pipes all done. It's mostly there. Exhaust on. We've just got to.
I don't know if we showed the exhaust yesterday, but it's quite a nice thing. What made it say it was Racing Beat?
Yeah.
It's got a nice. Did you say it was a cast, not a machine?
It's like a cast header. Then like two
cast flange. It's quite a nice thing, but you know, it's in there now.
Yeah. Clive at Mazda Rotary Parts sorting that out, which is nice of him. So it's one that's done a few dyno runs, but that's perfect. So
Well,
quite
whatever.
expensive.
So
We've got the throttle body's on. That rail is now was fuel rail. I've made some adapters. That's now the vacuum for the servo. So we've got proper vacuum to the servo. Injectors are underneath.
So this won't run a map sensor, will it? This will be on
No, it's
throttle and
or alpha, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So yeah, loom's got to go in, be finished. Exhaust hooked up, finished. So this.
Well, I'll come and catch up with you a bit later on this one then, I guess.
Then I've got to put the coilovers on. Got to put the
roll cage in, roof.
Oh yeah, roll cage.
Roll cage roof. That's a project for next week, but
Dash back in. Stuff like that. So it's
well,
and try to decide what I'm going to do with it, whether put a plenum on it or probably just put an air filter on it for now, because I'm just running out of time.
better get busy then.
Because we've got another race in between, haven't we, Jay?
We have Sunday, big day out on Sunday. So
Lucky
yeah,
number 13.
lucky number 13. Yeah. Right. See you in a bit.
Bye.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.